to another sports podcast, everybody, because it's exactly what the world needs is another sports podcast. Yep. We're the Sweaty Trio. We're glad to be back in the locker room, as always. The locker room has been booming lately, guys.
Booming.
It's been a revolving door.
It's going to be stay booming.
Stay booming.
Stay booming.
As always, make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing everything. The more that you guys are active, the more that we can stay reactive to what you guys like. We like to make what you like. Also, our interview with Cabby came out on Sunday. Unbelievable interview.
So much fun.
Unbelievable episode.
Guy's a king.
We love you, Cabby.
He's a king.
Absolute king. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, Cabby. Busy day. Guy's a busy guy. He knows a lot of people, man.
He is.
And he imparted a lot of wisdom on us sweaty idiots.
Dude, he's a fucking man.
He is the man.
So, for those of you that know him as like Cabby on TV, that doesn't touch like how humble and down to earth this guy actually is. This guy just like walks in the basement and is just like, "Hey boys, what's up?"
He's
like,
a bro. He was dapping us
just
up.
He's
and
another
like,
dude. He's a bro. That's exactly what he is. He's a bro.
and I think he gets it. I think he gets that this space has been a little overrun by like the analytics guys. People are sitting there like, "Oh, Pascal Siakam is this. He's got a .12 index of when a baddie's in attendance," like some random shit. And he understands that the sport is at its truest heart when it's the little guys at the bottom.
Yeah.
Good time. Boys, I want to take this opportunity to create a new little segment for us. I'm going to call it the Trio Sweaty Rules. I want to start with golf, because I was golfing yesterday. And there's a few rules that I think would benefit a lot of our viewers.
What did you shoot?
Par was 54, I think.
Where'd you play?
Turnberry.
Love that course.
Bunch of par threes. I maybe shot like 88.
That's fine, man. You started playing golf like 2 years ago.
5, but yeah, appreciate it.
You don't golf a lot, though, to be
All right, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Well, so I'm going to start with a couple of rules, and I want you guys to jump in if you have any that you think of. But these are some rules for me as a shit golfer that made golf a lot more enjoyable. 1, play the double par rule.
100%, I play that still.
If you're sitting there and you're on a par 5 and you're on stroke 15, you're not learning a damn thing that you didn't learn at
Pick up
par
your damn
10.
ball, move on.
Pick up the ball and walk.
Or drop it on the green and make a couple of putts.
Absolutely. That's another thing. Make sure, like, take that time to practice what you need to get better at. Chip around the green, putt. Don't sit there in the fairway taking 25 shots. You're going to throw your back
That's why people get drawn away from golf. Because they end up shooting 170. It's like, I don't care what you shoot. I go to golf with you to have fun.
Absolutely.
And if you're not having fun and you're miserable, then I'm not having fun.
Absolutely, I agree. You hate being on the golf course with that one guy who's upset.
I like that.
Whips his ball into the woods, fucking gets
killing
angry
the
and
vibe.
shit. Another one, I'm not walking. This is one thing I want to tell all new golfers. Start walking when you really like golf and you're enjoying the sport. I'm not walking a damn
fair.
course.
If you're frustrated and it's hot and you're walking, fuck that.
You want to jump into the lake and not come out.
With your ball.
Another rule. I don't have any more rules. Boys, you got any rules that...
Crowd rules drop. If you hit a straight
a
shot
good one.
and you can't find it, you get a drop, but it counts as 2.
Breakfast ball in the first tee.
Yeah.
Oh, I play, you get 3 breakfast balls per 9.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
Again, it's about having fun. If we're playing for money and I'm giving you like 40 strokes, then fine. Then I'm going to hold you to it. Like drops and stuff, I'll hold you to it to a certain degree. But if we're just out there shooting the shit, you can have 100 mulligans, I don't care. As long as we're not holding up the pace of play, I don't care.
100%. This guy said 40 strokes. What a fucking dickhead. What a dickhead. Yeah, that's what I would need against you. But golf, man, it's back. Golf is fun. And anyone that thinks that you won't enjoy golf, go to the driving range with your boys. Get one of your buddies to set clubs and go hit some balls, man.
Hit a few sessions, you'll be all right.
And when people say golf is an expensive sport, it is when you're buying new. When you're starting golf, used clubs, probably 10 years old, you can buy a set for like $300.
And shitty courses.
I will say, though, still, it cost me $77 to golf Turnberry with a cart. And then I bought 24 balls recycled for $30 and lost every single one. So I am down $110 on one Monday afternoon.
Yeah, but that's a priceless experience.
I would have rather stay at home and keep my ego intact. But yeah, man, make sure to get out there. It's beautiful weather. It's been hell these days, but
So hot.
you're so hot.
Ugh.
Boys, you got anything you want to share before we get into these sports?
I played golf on Saturday.
Nice.
I was in Muskoka for a bachelor. Shout out to my buddy Scotty. He's getting married in September. And we played this course in like a valley. So it had rained the night before and it was really humid this weekend. Look at my leg, annihilated by black flies.
Christ.
So bad to the point that on Sunday night I had to go to the ER because I couldn't walk. I couldn't feel my leg. It was burning. I thought I had cellulitis, which is an infection from bug bites. I don't. And I'm fine now. I can walk. My leg hurts a little bit. But my ankle was this swollen for 2 days. I got... Look at this, dude. Look at that.
It's going to be like
purple.
30 bites there.
No one wants to see me. You don't find me on Feet Finder. I forgot to wear socks today, too. But bug spray is another golf rule. Fucking, when it's fly season or when it's a twilight round in the late summer and the mosquitoes are out, bug spray and sunscreen. Fuck, man.
They're a must.
Man, imagine if you got that amputated. We would become the sweaty duo 0.8.
Yeah. Yeah, what is this? Like a quarter of your body?
The sweaty limp.
Bro, it was nuts. Anyways, I had a great time, but I was also so drunk that I didn't feel it until the next day. So.
And that is the benefit. If you kept drinking, you probably wouldn't have to go to the ER.
And drink when you play golf. If you drink. If you don't
drink,
respect it, no problem. But if you're not driving, have a few beverages. Makes the round way better. Or if you smoke weed, smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigar, smoke a joint on the course. Music going. Bring a speaker.
Yeah.
Make your round
Speaker
fun.
is huge. Speaker's another huge
drinks, joints, cigarettes, cigars, dip, nicotine pouches, all of it. Vapes, all of it.
Bend into your vices. Bend into
Golf
them.
is 4 hours of complete and utter mayhem and given to every single vice. All of them.
Yep.
It's free reign, and I tell you, there's hypothetically, of course, doing the John Daly on the first tee is the best feeling ever. Going barefoot with a spliff in your mouth, in between your teeth, hypothetically, of course, and then going onto that tee box and freaking ripping one.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, of course. I never rip one. That's my drives go. But let's get into some sports, boys.
It's a leisure activity.
The NFL, our pride and joy, our crown jewel.
So deep in the off season.
Well, it's our weekly check-in with Aaron Rodgers. Weekly check-in with the Steelers. He confirmed on Pat McAfee today that this is most likely his last year.
I think it is his last year. It will be. No,
I mean,
regardless
it came
of
down
the
to
result.
OTA starting for him to sign with one team. Like, nobody wanted him.
And he signed a 1-year deal.
He's done after this.
He's played football for so long. At this point, you got to think, like, what is your life? Is your life going to be just football, or are you going to make it about something else?
He's not missing anything on his resume. He's got a Super Bowl. He's got multiple MVPs, all pros. He's done it all.
Yeah.
Old drugs. He's married to Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
Did they find out who he's married to?
No, it was a mystery chick.
Yeah, we still have no clue.
Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
Apparently, she gave him a dog. She had a dog, I assume, that's now part of his family. He loves it. And, like, he'll show the dog, but he won't show his wife. It makes no sense.
He's a weirdo, man. That's
Born
my
weird.
quarterback, though.
That is your quarterback. He was saying that
That's your teammate.
he's really excited to play with DK. Apparently, DK wakes up every day at 6 a.m. to train.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's a refrigerator with arms.
Yeah, it's nuts.
His lower half is wider than that mini fridge.
Literally. Will Howard said he's been great, which I guess is good news as a mentor.
Yeah, let's tell you, I said this before on the pod. Like,
His
the guy,
teammates love him.
he knows what to do to win in a locker room. He knows the mentality that it takes to win. And so he's good to grow with.
I think if you're going to learn the game of football, it's someone like Aaron Rodgers. If you're going to learn how to be a human, it's not Aaron Rodgers.
No.
He is a piece of shit, but the one thing he's good at
He's
is
brilliant.
throwing a damn
He's
football.
brilliant. He knows so much about football. He's brilliant.
Yeah. And then on the other side, you have like Jameis Winston, who would be great to have as a teammate, as a personal. Like
Yeah, for sure. He's a
He
vibes
doesn't know
guy.
anything about football.
if like you have him as your coach, you're throwing up Stevies every
There's a
time.
W. That's a W right there.
It's looking like Daniel Jones might be QB1 in Indiana.
Rich is... Who knows what he is, man.
He's Michael Vick 2.0. I'm still not.
He has so much talent.
I'm not.
But it's all raw.
I'm not off him. I think he still has what it
He's
takes.
Jay Cutler. He doesn't throw the ball hard.
He does. He has a bomb.
That's what I'm saying. That's all he does.
Oh.
I saw a stat that said Gino completed more passes last year than Richardson has since high school.
Probably.
Yeah, but Gino's
I don't know how true that is.
Gino's a gunslinger, so it makes sense.
Gino's a G.
The Colts are going to be a 500 team again.
Yeah.
They've been band-aiding since Andrew Luck with Rivers and Flacco and
Carson Wentz.
Wentz, Richardson, and now Daniel Jones.
Who was that loser that started for them in the playoffs? Remember that?
Yeah,
It was like some third string. I forget who they played, but they got blown out.
because Luck was hurt.
No, it's sad. I mean, they're pretty much wasting Jonathan Taylor's best years. Like, to this point, they're not going to win
sucks, yeah.
anything, and he's a great running back who just can't get his system figured out. Oh, Travis Hunter signed his rookie deal.
Bag.
$30.5 million.
All up front.
First time in NFL history that's been done.
Does he deserve it?
Maybe.
This is
I don't know.
aside from athletes being paid too much money. This is just him as an athlete in the athlete space.
Listen, man, if he retires after 2 years, he's made $30 million.
More than I'll make in my life.
Like, yeah, you know what? Like, shout out to the Jags. Like, you know what you want? Go get it. Go pay him.
And he's playing both sides of the ball.
He will play both sides of the ball to a certain extent. He will, 100%.
No, I genuinely think it's going to be 50-50 snaps.
That value is immense.
And you traded up a lot. You gave up a lot to move up 3 spots to get him. You're giving him that deal.
Yeah.
That's also such a fuck you to the Bengals. Like,
It is.
we traded up. This guy's still unsigned. We just gave Travis Hunter his $30.5 million right in the bank.
Yep.
Here you go. We haven't even played a down of real football yet.
Nope.
And you have $30 million right in your account.
Oh, it must be nice, man. And I do want to ask you guys, what do you think the Jags are going to be next year?
I think they'll win that division.
Yeah?
It's a shitty division.
Really?
Who else in that division? It's
Titans, the Colts, and Houston. Houston's going to come back down. They have no O-line. They traded Tonsillitis. They have no O-line. They got worse at receiver. They lost Diggs. Who knows what's his name? The guy who broke his leg twice in 2
Chubb.
years. No, the receiver.
Oh, Tank Down.
Tank Dell and Chubb. Like, Nico is him, but Nico also had injury history last year. Stroud took a big step back last year.
Their defense is elite, though.
He's kind of spitting fast. I'm not going to lie to you. When you think about a position on offense, okay, quarterback, Texans win. Wide receivers,
Texans win.
BTJ.
you got BTJ and Travis Hunter against Nico Collins and Tank Dell.
And Nico's just better than all of them.
I think BTJ and Nico
But
is
as a
closer than you
combo?
think.
Yeah, okay, give me the Jags. All right.
Running backs. Well, quarterback, I mean, I
Quarterback
think.
Stroud. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry we did that. Running back.
Running backs, I guess the Texans are better.
I think that's a split.
ETN sucks.
ETN
I think
sucks.
Bigsby's all right.
But Chubb hasn't played in
Yeah, we don't know what he
meaningful
is.
football.
But Mixon
right?
had a crazy year last year.
But he's also older and injury prone, and he shoots kids with BB guns. So who knows? And like defense, Texans got better on defense, but who knows?
Their defense is
Who
elite.
knows?
That
That's
division is so shit though. Like you can win it at 10-7.
yeah.
It's funny that both of the South
Interesting.
divisions in the conferences are shit. Or the shittiest division
Yeah,
in their
because
respective
the other one's what? The
conferences.
Saints,
Saints, Bucks, Falcons, and
Panthers.
Panthers.
again, the Bucks won that at 9-8 or 10-7.
Which is like
Yeah.
the Bucks are good, but
It's a horrible division
Yeah.
all around.
So I think the Jags will be better. I think they'll win the division. I think Lawrence is gonna have a big year.
That's interesting. I want
it's
to
his prove it year, I think.
He hasn't had like they gave him Gabe Davis and
Christian Kirk.
and like yeah, those are nice complimentary guys. But now you have BTJ in his second year. He's gonna take a huge step. Travis Hunter has all the potential in the world. They drafted young running backs. They got better on defense. They beefed up their O-line. They got a new coach, which I do like Doug Peterson, but eventually coaches where they're welcome.
Just run their course, yeah.
So I think Lawrence can have a much better year.
I want to jump in and say, should I announce this bet on the pod?
Let's hear it.
So let me say, last year I placed a 15-cent bet on division winners in the NFL,
Oh, yeah.
and it hit 15 cents to
that's right.
$90.
Yeah.
So
if you
it's,
would put $1, you would have won like
it was I think plus 60,000. I would have won $600. It's ridiculous.
That's fucked.
So this is going to become a staple in my life now. Every year, right when the season ends, I'm going to make a division winners
Did you
parlay.
make one?
I made 2.
All right, let's hear it.
So I'm going to read the one that I'm more confident in, because the other one, I got scared. It was I picked the Bengals to win that division, and then they started talking all this freaking contract bullshit, and like
Dark horse.
Fair.
I changed another one. So I got Bills to win AFC East, Ravens to win the North, Texans to win the South, Chiefs to win the West, Eagles to win the East, Lions to win the North, Carolina to win the South,
Wow.
and San Francisco to win the West. And I also have on this parlay over 8.5 wins for the Panthers.
You took the 49ers?
Yeah, I mean that division,
Healthy,
Rams?
younger.
better coaching.
The Rams won
I
it
don't know.
last year.
I think McVay's,
Yeah, but-
I think McVay's like the second best coach in the league.
You think so?
Third best coach in the league.
Who's
Yeah.
number one?
Sirianni. I go Sirianni and Reed. However you want to put it. It's
Interchangeable, yeah.
Sirianni and Reed.
Yeah, you can't disagree.
Actually,
with
no, I would say Reed. Just they have multiple Super Bowls versus one in this era.
Yeah.
If they win again, if the Eagles win again, then fine, I can see a debate. So Reed, Sirianni. It's not McDermott.
No.
It's not Tomlin.
It's not Tomlin. It's
not
not.
McVay.
It's not Harbaugh. It's not Shanahan. It's not. It's McVay. Has a Super Bowl. Brought that team to the playoffs last year. They weren't supposed to be there.
That's a good point,
They
actually.
won a
There's
playoff
been
game.
nothing but consistent with them.
That's a
They
good
almost
point.
beat the Lions 2 years ago.
I just think the Niners have so much star power still in the tank. And I mean, hey, they all believe in Purdy. Why can't we?
While we're on the Niners, what the fuck is Brandon Ayuk doing? Have you seen all his comments on social media?
Dog, he's
What did he
commenting.
say?
He's commenting from his personal YouTube account on random videos.
Some random video. I think it was just a breakdown of like 49ers expectations for this year, and he commented like, "Oh, the team doesn't want me. Nobody wants to trade for me." Just going off on like the.
I was
front
on
office
bed
and the
rest for
coach.
10 weeks,
Yeah, like-
pissing into
You
a
got
bucket.
huge bag. What do you mean the team doesn't want you? They extended you. They tried to trade you. Fine. That didn't work, and then they gave you the contract you wanted.
That's what the comment was about. He was saying that they tried to trade him while he was on bed
So
rest,
what?
and he was
Welcome to
pissing in a
sports.
bucket. No, it's a business, bro. You gotta
Exactly.
understand.
The
But get
only
it out of your
guys that don't
head.
get traded are franchise quarterbacks. Everyone else gets moved.
100% agree. And like, I don't know what you expect out of this. You want them to throw $1 billion at a wide receiver? Like, get out of here.
Luka Doncic got traded. Shut up. Luka Doncic got traded.
And they traded Debo, so there's less competition now.
If the Mavs can trade Luca, what is your girl gonna trade you for? A McChicken in the drive-thru.
Wow. Not even going
For
into
real,
this
like
story.
now you have the chance to be 1-2 with Kittle. And CMC's gonna do his thing, but you have no other competition.
Yeah, you're free to go do what you want, unless Juwan Jennings decides to take a step and
Sure,
bury
but
him.
You are wide receiver number 1.
Yeah.
Based on your
Clear
contract
cut.
and based on expectations, you're wide receiver number 1. So shut the fuck up.
We'll see if he produces.
God, he's a loser. Anyways,
Oh, I think the NFL's been milk, boys. It's deep in the offseason. Nothing left.
There we go.
it's getting short. Milk.
Milk.
It's a quick milk because there's nothing left.
A lot of NHL.
A lot of NHL. So our Panthers are champions. We said that last week, right? Were we locked in on that? Had
We did
that
cover that.
it's happened? McDavid says if there's a reason to stay at Edmonton, he will stay at Edmonton.
He's coming to Toronto. Book it. June 24th, 7:26 p.m. Book it.
Hot take.
July 1st next year.
I think he retires as an Oiler. I think
not
he's,
a hot
I think he's a lifer.
I agree.
That's a safe take.
I think it's hot. Everyone expects him to leave. I shouldn't say that. All the fans
Why
expect him
back
to
to
leave.
cup finals with a good team? Why would you leave?
Because they had
can't win.
everything. They had everything they needed to get over the hump. They didn't do it. This is a Leaf situation. I've seen this. I know the
We live it.
I know the blueprint.
He's coming to the Leafs. He's coming home.
Why would he go from Edmonton problematic franchise to the Leafs most problematic franchise?
Maybe the Leafs get better next year. Who knows?
Oh, sick. We got better over every year from the last 4 years. We've gotten better.
Everything goes.
And
back to the
nothing.
Leafs, eh?
Always.
Every time.
Always
We're
been
Leafs fans.
disappointment.
Could you imagine though? David and Matthews.
They're boys too. Like,
David and Draisaitl. That's better.
I know, but McDavid, Matthews, Nylander, and
Nice.
whoever else on your PP1.
I disagree.
And Nice.
Matthews is better defensively. Check his plus minus.
Hold on, wait. What do you disagree with?
Matthews Draisaitl or McDavid Draisaitl is better. Matthews Draisaitl would be a
Both
way better
140
combo.
point players. It's better. Draisaitl is
do you
like
mean?
4 straight 50-goal seasons.
When
man.
has Draisaitl? When was the last time Draisaitl didn't have McDavid in a season? What did he put up?
This year, McDavid missed a bunch of time. What did Draisaitl scored 53 goals?
McDavid still broke 100,
Barely.
but he still did. Like I'm not going to take
Missed, like,
that.
They don't
20-something
play together.
games.
They do on the power play. They play together.
That's it.
Whenever they're losing, they play together.
You can say that about any team.
Well,
Matthews
but-
plays with Marner. Crosby
But
plays with
what I'm
Malkin.
saying is McDavid's a way better playmaker than Marner. Put McDavid and Matthews together. McDavid can elevate Matthews to be what Draisaitl is, but I think Matthews has a higher upside than Draisaitl. Matthews.
That's a hot take. I don't agree with that at all, though.
Oh, maybe he's right though. Like in the 60 and 69 goal seasons versus 4 straight 50, and then the fluctuation between, I would say Draisaitl's floor is higher, but Matthews' ceiling is higher.
Like Matthews can go out there and score 75. He can score 80. He can do a goal a game. He's pacing a goal a game for the last 5 years.
And he's Selke nominated, Selke voted.
He has a heart.
Is 2 hearts.
And a Ted Lindsay.
Like, what are we talking about?
Okay.
still say McDavid.
McDavid's coming to Toronto. Matthews is going to score 85 goals.
I'm convinced Matthews is going to score a goal a game for a year and,
And
a couple
still
hot
no
tricks.
Stanley Cup.
And still no Stanley Cup. First round exit. The Oilers have a lot of UFAs coming up. They got Perry, Brown, Bouchard, Skinner, Kapanen. Who's most important for them to keep in their very
Well,
limited cap
Bouchard's
space?
Bouchard is
RFA.
next year.
Is he?
Bouchard's an RFA. But
Of
they have
those-
to sign him.
Of those guys, by the way, that's Jeff Skinner, not Stuart Skinner.
Oh no.
I don't know, like Perry maybe?
Even then, Perry's what, 42 now?
Brown's
Yeah.
not going to go back. Brown's going to get a raise. He signed 2 one-year deals at like $1 million. He's going to get a multi-year deal. Kapanen, he elevated himself to be like a $2 million player. I don't think he's coming back. Jeff Skinner's certainly not coming back.
No.
Corey Perry,
Maybe.
He'll probably go sign with Florida, honestly, for $1 million. He probably will.
He's a cup chaser.
Then losing the cup.
He's really old, but still kind of good. Not as elite Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not putting them in the same echelon.
I am.
I'm putting them on the same path.
Well, think about it. He has a cup. Did he win a Hart? He won a Hart. Corey Perry.
Yeah.
He's a rocket.
He's a rocket. Like, the guy, he's done enough to have the accolades. He is Kevin Durant. And he's a cup chaser. He's completing the Rainbow Challenge.
They're both losers.
They're both old. He's 40. Durant's 37. They both won cups on... I would consider the Ducks a super team in 2004.
Yeah.
They were so loaded. He was a rookie that year. That's how good they were. So, yeah. Corey Perry is Kevin Durant. The Oilers are so fucked unless they move off of, like, Nurse's deal, but no one's taking that $9 million contract.
They're going to have to eat money if they want to move it.
They have, like, they don't have picks. They don't really have any top prospects anymore. They're kind of screwed. They're the oldest team in the league, and it's really not that close. Their average age is like 29 or 30. Like, that's old in hockey.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked.
That is really bad.
Because usually your stars are like mid-20s.
Yeah.
Like, Draisaitl's 29, 28, McDavid's
28,
27. Like, they're getting there, man.
Potential landing spots for Jason Robertson?
Montreal?
Ooh.
They got the assets.
A lot of picks. A lot of young guys.
Assets.
That's a team that's going to take a big leap.
They need help on the left side, too.
That'd be a crazy... What would their first line be? Suzuki, Caulfield, Robertson?
Probably.
That's tough.
With Lane Hudson in the back end.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a
Where
cup
else?
chaser.
Boston?
Detroit?
But they don't need, like... He's not like a get you over the top guy. He's a help you get there guy.
Yeah, but they're not there yet.
No,
They
that's what I'm
still
saying.
need
Montreal is like... Montreal is going like this.
Montreal has the
Detroit's
pieces.
doing like this.
Detroit's like slowly going up.
Yeah, I can agree. I can actually see the Ducks, maybe. I mean, Del Zegras are making space. We'll get into Zegras, but...
At this point, I don't think the Stars will move him. I think they'll move off of like the Labushkins and the Dumbas and maybe some other bad contracts they have. They'll sign some fringe guys and go from there.
Try to
I don't think Roberts is getting
Are
traded.
they still paying Suter?
Yeah, but he's like $1 million on the buyout. So I don't think Robertson gets dealt. Ultimately, he's too much of an important piece for that team. And at this point, given the guys that they're losing and the assets they gave up, they're not deep enough to lose a Robertson and get better. You don't get better if you're the Stars with no cap space trading Robertson.
No.
Absolutely fair.
Unless you get back like an equivalent, cheaper, younger player, which no one would ever do. So
It'll be interesting. I always like Jason Robertson a little bit. He's got very good upside. We had
his
that
nickname
one.
is Robo.
That's pretty
That's
fire.
the coolest nickname ever.
Jason Robo Robertson? That's proper.
It's sick.
But he showed those flashes. I believe he's going like a 30-game point streak.
Yeah, it was
30-game
he
goal
had,
streak or
like,
something.
40 goals and 60 assists. And last year he started really
very
slow,
talented.
but he was really good like the
He's
second half of the
very,
season.
very talented. But Dallas doesn't have a stud center. Like, Rupe Hintz is very, very good.
Still-
Sagan is old. Ben is old.
A-tier guys. None of these guys are S-tier. No one's in like that echelon of like
But they have S-tier winger,
S-tier
S-tier
goalie.
goalie, S-tier defenseman.
Yeah.
They don't have a stud down the middle. And I think that's what separates them from, like, Florida and Edmonton.
They should trade for Matthews.
Or even Colorado. Like, they lost that series, but I think if you played that series, if you played the Colorado-Dallas series 100 times, I think 54 times out of 100, the Avalanche win.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, as we said though, Zegras got dealt for peanuts. This guy's making $70 million a year.
He'll be on a line with likely Michkov and, I don't know, Forster maybe.
Connect me.
Yeah,
So-
Konechny.
Zegras has to get his head out of his ass. He's become this egotistical kid because he's been on the cover of NHL.
Yeah, because he did a one Michigan and then a Michigan pass.
Like, honestly, he's done nothing. He was really good at the World Juniors the year they won. But, like,
Scored the game winner.
that's a great trade for Philly if he gets his shit together.
and I think Philly is the kind of place where they
Philly's
get
a
that
no
thing.
bullshit organization.
It's a no bullshit city. I think in general.
Yes.
I feel like all their sports.
Brotherly love, man.
Yeah, it's always about. I mean, we kind of have like a little bit of the Pittsburgh aesthetic. Like they steal like hard nosed people, nose to the grindstone. Yeah, blue collar town.
They just brought in. He's not there anymore, but they brought in Tortorella's worst nightmare. in Trevor Zegras. Now he's gone, so thank God for that. But that relationship would have been hilarious.
Man, Torts would have
He
destroyed
would have been
this kid.
scratched for 40 games next year.
Yeah, he either would have beat him into shape to be a productive player, or like Taylor said, scratch 40.
Who's that one basketball player that they found at the gas station?
Oh,
They found at the gas station?
yeah.
This poor guy. He made it in the league. I forget what his name is. He made it in the league, and someone videoed him at a gas station asking for money.
Is it Delonte West?
Delonte West, yes.
That banged
Really?
his mom.
Yeah.
He's like a drug addict.
He's homeless
He's been
now.
in jail a couple times, yeah.
That's what Zegras would be if he doesn't get into
Yeah,
Tortorella's system.
100%.
He'd be in
All the
Philadelphia.
talent in the world just doesn't work hard.
Boys, we got a crazy Hall of Fame class coming up.
Well, yeah.
This is like your childhood, essentially.
So Price isn't in.
No, these are all eligible guys this year. McGillney is also on this list.
And they announced it today.
Yeah.
Chara, Keith, Thornton,
Getzlaff,
Gilney.
Rask.
I think all these guys are locks.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, though. Rask has a cup and a Vezina, and that qualifies him as like Hall of Fame status?
Yeah.
Goalies are tough. Like,
It's 2 awards.
He's also got 400 wins.
Okay, so you should have put that on the list. 'Cause I didn't know that. But what qualifies a Hall of Fame player in hockey? Because I know, for the most part, basketball, I've been around that sport long enough to understand. I know what it takes in the WWE. Just have to be a performer. And I'll add a lot of steroids. What does it take in the NHL?
Well, a big thing is that it's international, too. It's not just the NHL.
it's the
Yes.
hockey Hall of
So if
Fame.
you
Yes.
succeed, whether you're a second-line center and you have 600 career points, but you have an Olympic gold, a world champ gold, you might get it.
So I want to ask, like, let's say my child character, Oos Nutschlinger, makes it to the league. What is the baseline of accolades, goals, like any sort of stat for me to be
Depends
considered a
on
Hall
your
of Famer?
position. Let's
I'm a
say
center.
A center,
Probably a cup.
close to 1,000 points,
Okay.
1,000 games.
One of Rocket, Hart,
You don't
or
need a
Ted
cup.
Lindsay.
I don't think you need a cup.
I think you need
Joe
a cup.
Thornton doesn't have a cup.
Yeah, but he
You need
has
multiple
1,400
individual
points.
awards. At least one multiple individual award. So a Hart or a Conn Smythe. You have to have a gold medal at some level. Or you can be like the Builder Award, where they have like people that are like great GMs or like advocates
Yeah.
for the game or something like that. But yeah, I would say an individual award, close to 1,000 points or a point a game, probably 1,000 games, multiple golds at Olympics, World Juniors, World Championships. That would get me in.
Missing anything, Michael?
No, that's the baseline.
What's the baseline? It's good to know. It's good to know going forward. Well, talking about Hall of Famers, the Leafs are never going to get not one guy. Let's see how the Leaf falls. Leafs are not close to an extension on Knies or Tavares.
Nope. So 3 years under $4 million for Tavares, which I like. Have a set of balls
Yeah.
and don't give him a payday.
No.
Don't let the media scare you with Knies. Nobody knows what's going on in Toronto. This is Toronto media scaring you. Nobody knows.
If they don't pay Knies, I'm going to be pissed.
They're not gonna lose Knies.
I would pay him $8 million.
They're not going to lose him. They're probably going to sign him to a 4-year deal at 5.5 on a bridge. He'll sign another 8-year deal at 27, 26 years old at $9 or $10 million. He'll get his money. Knies will be a Leaf. Tavares, I'm not so sure, but don't let the Toronto media scare you about Knies.
If we don't sign Knies, I'm going to be pissed. Tavares?
Tavares at this point is whatever. Like if
See him
you're
ever.
not taking
It's all about
your
the money.
4 or 5 year deal at $3 to $4.5 million in that range, then like, what are you here for? You're not a second line center at this point. That's third line money. That's what you are, or a complimentary winger on the top 6 line. That's what you are.
Yeah. No, I agree. He's slow. He doesn't win puck battles. He isn't what he used to be at all. Don't give him the money.
Which is fair. Like he's older. Like it's not a shot at him. It's just age.
It's the way sports go. People
And he's
decline.
made $110 million on salary. I bet you he's made another 20 in endorsements here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And he still has to pay the CRA.
And he still the CRA has gave him his money, didn't they?
Yeah, he got relief, I think. They let him out.
He
So-
still had 38 tucks, though.
Knies is you're good with Knies. Don't worry about Knies.
I'm talking about 38 talks, Michael. Sounds like you got something to say.
I'm just saying. If it was $5 million over 3 years, I'd still be fine with that.
Matt Duchene had 80 points last year. It's the same thing, and he signed for $4.5 million.
yeah.
And I don't care about this tax shit. They're both the same age. They both made a boatload of money.
Cap's the cap.
Duchene's getting paid $6.5 million from Nashville not to play. He's making $10 million this year on his new deal plus the buyout.
I agree. Cap is cap. I don't give a shit where you play. Fit within the NHLPA rules of their cap and let the fucking players play.
Like
Make it work.
We said it last week. If you want 34, want to pick up and move with your 2 young kids and your wife out of the city that you grew up in and wanted to play for.
Tavares not getting re-signed. We're all in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm
I
not,
wouldn't
but
say
sure.
no. I wouldn't close the door on that, but I'd say less than likely.
I'd say $4 million and you're at the fucking door.
We still have a week before.
No more
free
than $4
agency.
million. This is what you get. I'll give you 5 or even 6 years. I don't care about the term because the cap's going to shoot up. If you want to stay here, you make $4 million.
You're a hometown kid, man. Take the discount.
You're going to walk away with $135 million in the bank at the end of it.
Like, be fucking part of the culture, bro.
Sorry. I don't feel bad for you.
Nope, me either. Who do we want the Leafs to sign?
It's Marchand. That's priority number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be.
We're not signing Bennett. He's staying in Florida.
Yeah.
It's Marchand for sure. And then it's...
Is Marchand leaving Florida, though?
Yes.
Yes, I think they're going to sign...
He's having so much fun right now. He's using the Florida Panthers Instagram account to take pictures of all of his teammates that got
Yeah, I
traded and
saw
moved
that.
around the league saying, thank you, Penguins. Thank you, Sharks.
That was so funny.
It's hilarious. He tagged all the guys that were traded there or signed there.
It was like
It's
fucking...
hilarious.
Oh, my God.
Or
He loves it.
He even tagged the ECHL team that Verhaeghe played for. And the Leafs, because the Leafs drafted him. There was like 4 different tags on Verhaeghe.
But, I mean, Cabby said it. Why the hell would you want to go to work in a jacket every day in your Canada Goose when you could show up in flip-flops and swim shorts
Because I
and go
think
to the
for
beach?
some guys, lifestyle is B. And for some guys, profile, fame, playing for a historic franchise like the Leafs, good or bad, or Montreal, or New York, or Chicago, or whatever, is number 1. I think Marchand grew up a Leaf fan. I think he's going to get paid by the Leafs. The Leafs are going to give him a blank check.
Yeah.
He's going to get
Probably.
24 million. He's going to get $8 million a year on a 3-year deal, maybe more. And I'm fine with paying him.
Yeah, me too. It's, like I said, he never sniffs the fourth line, ever. He's always productive. He has
He's a point
every
a game in the
intangible.
playoffs.
He's every
He
intangible that you
almost won
need.
the Conn Smythe at 37 years old as a winger. Like,
Guy's a menace.
that's my priority. And then I hope the Leafs do something, whether that's moving a defenseman. It's not going to be Tanev. It's not going to be McCabe. It's not going to be
It's not gonna be
Benoit's too
Riley.
cheap. It could be Riley. It could be Carlo. Carlo might have value. You might be able to get a winger and another young defenseman for him. The Leafs are not going to sign any of those Russian defensemen. Like Gavrikov and Provorov are too expensive. I don't want Besser. They don't need a goalie. Granlund, maybe, if he's cheap enough. Patty Kane, I would love on like a 1 or 2 year deal. I don't think he cares for money because he signed 2 deals with Detroit for nothing.
Yeah.
This free agent class really sucks, but the problem with this free agency is that the cap has now gone up. There's like 3 teams with $30 million. The Sharks have $53 million in cap space. Columbus missed the playoffs by like 6 points, and they have $40 million. What's stopping Columbus from saying, we'll give Marner $15.5 million? We don't care. We lost our star. Goudreau died. Like, we have all this money now. Let's
Someone's
give it to
gotta pay
Marner.
him.
You actually might have just spoke something into existence. I just got a vivid memory of Marner coming, or a vivid image, sorry, of Marner coming out of the Columbus tunnel in a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey.
It's gonna
That's
be like
a quiet market. No one really like. They have good fans. It's not. It's like, but it's a B or C market.
He can drive home if he doesn't want to leave Toronto. He can drive across the border.
It's a good
6
fan
hours.
base. They sell out, but that's it. There's like some media coverage, sure, but it's not the Big Six. It's not any of that stuff, right?
What was that? What was the year Lucic got paid? Andrew Ladd got paid. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah, that was after the lockout when the cap went up again.
Mediocre players just getting bags.
Like Nikolai Ehlers is going to be a $9 million player. Nikolai Ehlers is a 60-point player. In what world is 60 points $9 million? Aaron Ekblad is probably going to get $10 million. He's not a $10 million defenseman.
No, that's fair. That's really fair.
Like Bouchard is a $10 million defenseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Dahlin or Heiskanen or Fox or whoever. Like Gavrikov and Provorov are going to get $7 million. They're fourth pair or second pair top 4 at best. Like, this market is going to be nuts, and the Leafs are going to miss out on guys, and I hope they do because I'm not paying Brock Besser $8 million.
No, I agree.
So
The
not
trade
worth
market
it.
is where you're going to find guys that aren't available, and you're going to get low-key guys on rosters like, wow, I didn't know that guy was available, and they're going to light it up.
Look at Seattle. They just got Marchment for a 3rd and 4th. He's probably gonna score 20, 25 goals.
That's what he does. So this free agent class, although it's shit, I really hope the Leafs don't overpay on anyone other than Marchand.
Yeah. Boys, we're going to do this every week. Are we really going to talk about where Marner's going?
It's our last episode before free agency, so...
Lock in your guesses, boys. Final guess. Make it Shefty.
I don't need term, just team.
Just team.
Vegas.
I'm sticking with Utah.
I'm actually going to go with Columbus.
Okay.
That's my new guess. It's,
He'll be the highest paid player in the league if he goes there.
Are you guys sad to see him go?
No, not one bit. I have followed him on Instagram today.
Yes and yeah. That's how you know it's over. Yes and no.
No, I'm not
Mostly no, but a little bit yes.
I'm sad. I'm mostly sad.
sad. No, I'm not. I'm tired of mediocrity.
It's not about mediocrity, man. The kid is elite. Yes, he doesn't perform in the playoffs. It's the hardest. And that's fine. Say what you want. Talk shit. But the kid is elite at what he does. He's a 100-point player. He's a top 5 player any year out of the next 5.
And he made the Leafs good again.
He was part of it.
He was a big part of it.
He's also a huge culture point in the locker room. Like, this is the guy that no one wants to sit next to on a plane because he just fucking talks all the time. Like, you might say that sucks, but that is what you need in a team. You need someone
Not
who's...
here. You need
yes, here.
No, you need a Brad Marchand to come in and shut the fuck up. This is how we're gonna run this show. I don't care that Matthews wears the C. You need guys like that. I'm tired of this. We're all friends. We all love each other. Shit. You can love each other when you win. Look at Florida. They're all brothers because they go to fucking war every night and they won another cup. I'm tired. I'm tired of the we love each other. We play fucking all these fun songs. We play music at practice. You get none of that.
Yo, you know Marchand is also the pinnacle of that.
Yes, but Marchand is also a no bullshit guy. He's the type of guy that's going to come in the room and say, when we're winning, we can have fun. But when we're losing, no fun. And the Leafs do that when they lose. 100%.
What do you mean? Matthews is sitting there with his dry hair yelling, "Get the fuck up!"
And then they went golfing. At the Devil's
That's what
Pulpit.
I'm saying. Like, there's a culture problem. I get Marner's an elite player. I'm not going to take that away. Marner's a top 3 right winger in the league. He's maybe the second best. But there's a culture problem, and it starts with those guys. And they need someone to come in and shake it up. Now, I think Tavares and Marner leaving, whether they got traded or they walk, is a good thing. The Leafs are going to take a step back next year. I think that's a good thing.
You still think they make the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not going to win the division, but they're still going to put up 103 points.
And I think it's a good thing that they take a step back because then they'll be like, oh shit, we can't just be the favorite in this series. We got to actually play hard and fucking win. So I'm tired of this shit. Like we had that guy in the comments today. Thank you, whatever your name was, the guy we were talking to on that post. Like you gave some good points, but it's culture for me. It's what have you done for me lately? I don't care that Marner's a 100-point regular season player because games 5 through 7 in every series, in 18 games he has 6 points. Every third game he gets a point. He has no goals. No goals
But
in those games.
Secondary.
You know who has
assist,
goals
yeah.
in those games?
It's a small sample
Marchand.
size. It's a small sample size.
It's not, though.
It is not.
It's not. It's
They
9.
blew 3-1.
5, 6, 7.
At the end of the day,
20
you have to
games.
remember this is 9 years of this. 9. That is the duration of like more than half the league's career.
Do the first 4 years count though? Like,
Yes.
they sucked.
No, they did not.
Everyone was young,
Dude, Marner's and Matthews' rookie year, they made the playoffs. They
and then they missed the year
We talked about
after.
it when we did the Shanahan bracket. I gave them the first year, maybe even the second year. Then fine, 7 years of piss poor performance. And they were close to beating Florida. Look at game
They were
5.
the only team that took Florida 7. They were the only team.
It doesn't
2
matter.
blowout losses.
Look at 5 and 7. The most important games of the series are 5 and 7. 5 is a closeout game, and 7 is the most important. You have to show up. If they lost 4 overtime games, I would say bring Marner back. 100% bring him back. When you lose 5-1 and 7-1 in games 5 and 7, done.
I'm gonna bite a shotgun shell.
You should.
I think I'm going to. And
Do it.
with that, I'm gonna milk the shotgun shell for everything it's worth.
Shotgun shell?
You've been
Milked.
boys, we had the finals. Let me say,
Oh, man.
this is horrible to say on a sports podcast, but I'm gonna say it right now. I'm more invested in Love Island than I am in the NBA finals.
What the hell's wrong
This
with
finals
you?
was fantastic.
It was really good. It was just
I also started Love Island. I watched 20 minutes of the first episode. It was horrible.
okay.
It was horrible.
We're gonna put the NBA on pause for a second because this is important. What the fuck are you talking about?
The right guys were cutting.
Dude, they were just doing one-on-one intros. They introduced 3 people in 20 minutes.
That's why what I tried to tell you guys. The first episode doesn't really matter because it's just introductions.
Nope, not for me. If you don't catch me in episode 1, you're not going to catch me.
That's ridiculous.
That's the tone setter.
That's ridiculous. One day I'll do like a full breakdown for you of all the drama that's going on in thing. The broadcast boys do it. They have a little whiteboard and they write everyone's names down and they show you like all the drama. Love Island is unbelievable this season. Hurricane Huda, go get help. Sierra, if you see this.
Shelly, I love you.
Shelly, I love
It's
you
the only
too.
girl I know.
Oh man, Love
Enjoy
Island
it, brother.
is so good this season. But
Back on track.
the issue with the NBA Finals for me was I feel like it wasn't close games. It was close until half, and then one team would pull away 15 points in the fourth quarter, and that was
Game 1
it.
was close. Game 3 was close. Game 6 was close.
Even Game 7 was kind of close.
Game 7 was close until half, until fourth quarter, and then
Oh, they made a push without Haliburton.
yeah, and then OKC fucking put their neck on their foot on their neck and
That's what
buried
good
them.
teams do.
Yeah, but usually like a Game 7, you got fucking crazy moments,
It was
huge.
the first Game 7.
To put it into perspective for you, OKC didn't even. This is the first time in a long time that the alcohol in the locker room wasn't all drank. They left the whole table. Everyone popped one bottle of champagne and went
They
home.
didn't know how to open it. They had to ask Caruso.
Well,
They learned,
J-Dub doesn't drink. He said he took his first drink of alcohol when they won.
and he said he hated it.
and then he probably went home and slept.
Yeah, he said he's going to stick to Shirley Temples.
What? Just
Also, look at the next point. Most viewed game in the last 6 years in the finals.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like I'm not
And
taking.
it's two small market teams.
it is small. The tiny markets, tiny in comparison to the big boys. Tiny.
OKC is a pretty big market, bro. They've had
No, it's not.
they've had it's been a revolving door of stars since 2000.
That's not true.
Russell
they
Westbrook,
had
Kevin Durant, James,
They had the 3, and then they had nothing for a long time.
and then they got Shea. They had Paul George
Okay.
in the meantime.
Okay.
Okay, Paul George is his peak. Don't be an ass.
They had old Carmelo and old Chris Paul. Whoa.
Okay, Paul George when he had 2K cover at his peak.
But there's one guy, and like he wasn't.
NBA is the one sport where you can get away with having one guy. He got to the finals with Jimmy Butler.
Okay, in 20 years, 25 years, they've had 4 good guys, minus Shea this year.
4 of the biggest names in the sport, though, at the time. Like, when you think about it, Kevin Durant as a rookie
That's
was
not a
huge.
big market for me.
It's
They don't
not.
draw. They don't draw. Look at the population.
NBA teams by market rating. Here we go.
Bet you Oklahoma City's not even in the top 20. They're not.
Holy fuck.
They're
See?
26.
26.
They're fucking
TV
third from the
market size is
bottom.
750K. And where's Indy?
AD's probably...
At 1.18 million at 22nd. I'm telling you, they're tiny markets. Go look at the big boys. Go all
Yeah,
the way to
no,
the top.
we know the big
New York,
boys.
LA, Chicago.
The
Philly,
Nets, though, the
Dallas.
next count, I guess, is just New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, like LA is the same.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right.
Washington is bigger. Like, Washington.
You can tell this is American because look at the Raptors.
Where are the Raptors?
They just have a dash, market size dash.
Because it's a country.
36
really
million
fair.
people.
It's not really fair.
No, it's because they're silly Americans.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. You know, I'll take it back. But Shea completed, I'm going to say, one of the best single seasons out of an NBA player of all time.
You can argue it any way you want. It is.
Also, fuck anyone who says Canadian athletes are shit. Freddie Freeman, World Series MVP. Sam Bennett, Stanley Cup MVP. SGA, NBA MVP. Guess what they all have in common? Canadian.
Yep.
And Alphonso Davies is pretty good.
And in a sport,
Sure.
and Alfonso and in
I
a
don't believe
sport
it at all.
where basketball and baseball are dominated by Spanish and American players.
Yeah. Big time.
So shut up. There was 4 Canadians in the finals. Shut up for all you haters.
They're all good.
11th province looking ass boy.
Yeah, best player in the league, statistically this year, is SGA.
Yeah, he got MVP. He got a scoring title. He got finals MVP. He got his chip.
Conference MVP.
Yep.
What
Yep.
more do you want?
He literally got everything.
There's...
And he's 26 years old.
He's just getting started, man.
Oh.
He's just getting
Oklahoma
started.
City is just getting started. 15 picks in the next 7 years.
I want to, before we get into that, I just want to make light of SGA joins elite company
Yeah.
in 3 Hall of Fame greatest of all time players. He's
Some
in
people's
company.
goats.
Yep, Kareem, MJ, and Shaq. Only 3 other players to ever do it.
All of these guys are in everybody's top 10.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't matter where they are. They're all top 10
100%.
players.
a lot of people's top 5s.
There you go. Even better.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But like you were saying,
Well, does OKC have the capability to, I'm not saying go back to back, because that's really hard to do now, especially with the parity. 7 straight years of different winners.
yeah,
But is there a world where they win 2 and 3 or
Yes.
3 and 5?
I feel like they're going to be like a Spurs.
They're gonna Dort, Holmgren, J. Will, or J-Dub and Shea are all extension eligible. They're all going to get their money. And they have benches really deep. They have 1 million picks. They just won the title.
This is the kind of team
They're
I think
young.
people want to go there and play there now. Like, especially after seeing this, like,
100%.
this is like, it's a team that is built to win.
Russo's a dog. They're all dogs. They all the thing is they all play defense
Yeah.
hard. They play defense hard. They have the best defensive stats in the league this year.
Yeah.
Across the board.
And
And
all the
the
way through the
offensive
playoffs.
rating.
It's I think they can do it. I mean, I don't know the most about NBA like rookie pools, what's upcoming. I know this upcoming draft isn't great.
No, it's deep.
Is it?
It's deep.
I've been reading a lot about it. It said like kind of
It's
boomer
deep.
bust. There's not a lot of guys who can be like your star power, but
A lot of depth. Like maybe starting guys, not studs, but starting
Yeah.
caliber players.
I
which
mean,
is good.
if you can, even if you move away from this draft and wait till you can get another Cooper Flagest player in a later draft, they can do it. They
They're
have
gonna
the
move into a top 10
ability.
spot.
If they wanted to, they could go get Cooper Flag. They have the assets. They'll say we'll give you J-Dub, 5 first-round picks, and 2 guys off of our bench. You don't think Dallas goes, whoa?
You think they would do
You know what
that?
Dallas thinks about it?
I don't. I think just because of the situation, out of in a big glance.
Okay, maybe.
When you see like the Luka trade, you can't move off Cooper Flag now and then you nothing for next
Imagine
year.
what the Mavs fans would do.
You could go
Burn
get
down the
Giannis.
stadium.
You could get Giannis. You could get.
But they already have AD. You want 2 bigs?
No, I'm saying the Thunder.
Oh yeah,
Thunder
yeah.
could get Giannis. The
Yeah.
Thunder could have gotten Durant. The Thunder could have gotten Drew Holiday. The Thunder, like anyone who
They
is
can get
available
anybody
or
they
been
want.
traded.
Anybody.
They can get anyone they want. And what I'm saying is like, Luka got traded for peanuts.
Yeah, comparatively, yeah.
Like maybe the Mavericks are stupid. Maybe Robertson has no idea what he's doing.
I think he's got to have like a handler on him or something. Someone's got his phone tapped. Every time he gets a text, they're like, "Don't fucking trade AD. Don't trade Kyrie."
Don't trade Cooper Flag. Maybe the next generational talent. Maybe.
Maybe.
We say that with an asterisk. But yeah, like the Thunder are going to be a dynasty. I think they'll win multiple. Winning back to back is hard in any sport.
I mean, talking about winning, do the Pacers do it if Haliburton doesn't tear his Achilles in the first quarter?
It's a big what if. Big what
They
if.
were winning and he was rolling.
They, like I said, it was really competitive until half. I mean, you put Haliburton out there for that second half to make a difference. I think it's a lot more of an entertaining game.
He played 9 minutes in that game,
Yeah.
and he led the game in 3-pointers made.
How many?
3. He was 3 for 3.
He was
Jeez.
rolling. And they were winning.
Yeah, they were dominating at the
And
beginning.
again, we're just playing devil's advocate. We're not saying the Pacers would have done it, but it's nice to have the debate.
I do want to say, though, I feel like OKC kind of has a little bit of that Florida in them, in that they understand how to play out. They know the timeline of the game. They can let things
Yeah.
go out of their hands in the first quarter, first half, and then they really rein it in the second half, like Florida. Florida against the Leafs, like they'll give it up. They'll let them go do what they want to do
And
for a
then they'll
game.
put on the gas.
Exactly. Then they just beat them up for the next game. The next game they can just freaking kill shot. And I think we saw a little bit of that from OKC, where it was kind of like, we don't need to play intense. We don't need to give everything now. Wait till the second half. But I think Haliburton, if he continues to play throughout that first half, forces them to put their hearts out, to waste the energy and like be gassed in the fourth quarter.
It would have been a lot closer for sure, and they only lost by 11.
Well,
Yeah.
look at Indy now. Like, he's done next year. They're probably not even a playoff team at that point.
Oh, your number one is Siakam.
I think they'll make the playoffs.
You might make like the play in and then
He'll
win the
come
game
back.
and come back.
In the winter, late winter.
No. Sham said he's out for
I
the
think
year.
he's done for the year. I think that's the projection.
That's
KD,
fine.
KD missed the year. Thompson missed the year.
You got to think about it.
Tatum's
It's like
going to miss the year. Kyrie will miss most of next year because he missed most of last year.
Just want him back.
it's 8 months essentially. Is the rehab? I think Aaron Rodgers was the fastest off an ACL or Achilles, and that was 8 months.
Yeah, that guy wanted to play the same season.
He wants to play at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
It's
Bare
the
stem
base-
cells.
And he's their, realistically, I'm sorry, he's their only player.
Yeah. No, he's a great only player to have because he bands the entire team together. He rallies guys and he elevates guys on his team. He makes Siakam look like a Hall of Famer.
You got to give Indy love, though, man. Those guys played their fucking hearts out.
Dog,
That
this
team played their hearts out.
this is one situation where winning the chip isn't
If
all
there's
it
ever,
had
like,
to
a
be.
moral victory.
It didn't have to be all it had to be because the fact is you took the hearts out of the Knicks, you took the hearts out of the Cavs, who were a fucking wagon.
Second best team in the league.
It was, I mean, they were 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like these two teams were Unbelievable.
beat them in 5. You punched them.
They destroyed them.
Yeah.
They went through the entire playoffs like a wagon. They even OKC, they took them to 7. They put their foots on their neck. They hit crazy shots.
They took the best team in the NBA to 7 games.
Best team that we've seen in a long time in the NBA, too, in the finals at least. Like, what other team have we seen that's been this well-rounded in the finals?
It's been a while.
Golden State was probably the last one.
Yeah.
And even they were reliant on 4 guys.
Yeah.
Their bench wasn't
as deep as the Pacers.
No, not like this.
Andrew Bogut was their starting center, for fuck's sake.
Don't talk shit about Bogut, bro.
Big Aussie.
Bogut's my team card was the best card in 2K. CJ McCollum's a wizard, boys.
What
Yeah.
to do?
Literally, who cares? Rod.
Jordan Poole moved. Like, that's just...
I kind of feel bad for
You're
McCollum.
trading the same player for the same player.
I do too. He was the shade of Dame. He was Dame Shadow, and then
he was loyal to Portland.
Yeah, but they're like, okay, Poole, McCollum, who was another guy that just got dealt? Drew Holiday,
Anthony
DeJounte
Simmons.
Murray. Like, those kind of guys are, like,
Interchangeable.
so tradable because, like, they're not game changers. Like, they're really nice pieces, but they're not game changers. Like, the Wizards are just going to win, 10 more games? Congratulations. Like,
Not even. I don't think this changes a
won,
lot.
like, fucking 9 and you even get the first overall pick. You're, like, maybe the worst record in fucking NBA history.
You're ruthless, bro.
I'm just saying, like,
You hate the Hornets. You hate the Wizards.
Well, the Wizards fucking suck.
No, I
you
agree.
hate the Hornets.
I love their jerseys. I think they have the best jerseys in the league.
Oh, wow.
It's like Detroit, honestly, in hockey. The Red Wings, same shit. Like, the Red Wings can fucking go die, but their jerseys are sick. Talking about KD.
Who's going to
Good.
start?
I want to say one thing. So, Brian Windhorst was on First Take this morning, and he was talking about how KD kept declining trades because he wanted
Yeah.
Phoenix to get the least amount of talent back they could get. The T-Wolves offered a deal around, is it Dillingham,
Yeah.
Gobert, DiVincenzo, and multiple picks. That's a good return. And Katie's like, nah. Why are you putting it in Katie's hands? He doesn't have no trade clause, does he?
No.
No.
There's
Bradley
two players
Beal's
in the
the only
league.
one.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck? I don't know.
Fuck KD.
It's a great deal for Houston. Great deal.
I think so. No first-round picks?
And the Suns have
Done.
like 6 starting shooting guards.
Yeah, they're looking to flip Jalen Green. Who they just got.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Run it a year with Devin Booker and Jalen Green and see what you have.
They're gonna shoot 63s a game.
I'm just glad to see KD get out of Arizona. Give Booker the spotlight again. Let Booker run out his tenure with what he's got. Give him a couple, give him supporting pieces. He doesn't need another
Is he
one.
Too loyal.
No.
That's
Nah.
a piss poor franchise, man. They done fucking nothing.
It was just, they did.
Well, they made a finals, but ever since then, it's
Well,
yeah,
because the thing
that's
is,
what I'm saying though. How do you get
Down.
that much worse after making the finals and getting Durant?
they went star chasing. They didn't think about the fact that this is a cast. You need supporting characters. They went out there and tried. They had Ayton, and then they traded Ayton, and then they got KD, and KD was dog shit. Like, stop! You have the one in the building. Give the one his disciples,
You had
and let him be
Bridges.
Jesus.
exactly.
Young
You look at the
star.
teams that have a big three that won. They had KD, they had Beal, and they had Booker. That was it.
Yeah.
Every other one of those teams that had a big three had supporting pieces.
Their whole team
the
is
Suns
basically two-way
had
contracts.
Exactly. They had nothing.
And it's just sad because Booker is. This might ruffle feathers. I mean, like, maybe I'm getting emotional here. He is a top 10 player.
That's
Over the last 10 years?
I love Booker.
Over the last 10 years, he's a top 10 player in the league.
He might be like a top 4 shooting guard. Top 3
He
probably.
is so good, man. He just gets the short end of the stick every time because he's a shit franchise around him.
No, he's amazing.
Shit
for
team.
sure. He's amazing. But
I wouldn't go that far.
I love
Very
Devin
good
Booker.
player. Very good player. And very loyal player. It's like a Dame.
That's what I was just saying. He's literally Dame. And I will put Dame in the same conversation. I think,
You live in Phoenix, so like, not the end of the world, man. You get sun all day long.
dude, if he has a plastic bumper on his car, it's going to melt off.
You know, it's better than fucking Portland.
I mean, I guess. You taking, like, car robberies or the manhole's going to melt your shoe when you're going for a walk?
The road's gonna explode when you drive over it.
It's been a lot of trades in the NBA. And another decent one, you mentioned it. Drew Holiday for Anthony Simmons.
I like it for the Celtics.
I like it for the Celtics too. I don't know what Portland's doing.
I don't like moving Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's been on a lot of winning teams.
Old and money.
He is
$37
old,
million
but
a year.
what other point guards do you have that plays two-way like that? What other point guards are in the league that are so good defensively?
point guards are going to be, it's going to be Peyton Pritchard probably starting and Jaylen Brown.
Derek White.
Derek White.
I'm saying around the league.
Derek White is Drew Holiday.
Who else is defensive like this? Yeah, Derek White, I guess.
But there's not a lot of guys that play like him, but he's old and he makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
And with Tatum out, they needed scoring, and Simmons can put probably 18 a game if he comes off 6-man.
Yeah, and if there's a baddie in attendance, the index is going to go up.
30.
And it costs you Drew Holiday.
And you got picks back, which was, I still don't understand how that works, but
Yeah, which is because Anthony Simmons is better.
you're getting a way younger player who can score.
Although you are going to have to sign him. I think he's a free agent.
He is, but he's a rental, whatever. You're getting, I mean, who knows what the second round picks are going to be, but
Well, let's
It's
say
assets.
Tatum comes back. The Celtics are wagon again. If Tatum's
Yeah.
back and healthy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he could come back for the end of the year,
although
Christmas time.
it happened just before we started recording, Porzingis got traded.
For what?
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Nah, just pull it up.
Stops. Porzingis is a Hawk in a
I think it was
3-team deal.
3-team.
Bro, just make it easy.
It was literally all right there.
No, I'm going to go to Twitter instead. I'm going to look at Shams. I like my guys.
Shout out to Shams. Shams bomb.
Shams bomb.
You got to love going on Twitter. Oh, here we go. Atlanta, Boston, Brooklyn, and Atlanta are finalizing a 3-team trade that sends Porzingis and a second-round pick to the Hawks, Terrence Mann and Atlanta's number 22 overall pick to the Nets, and George's Niang and a second-rounder to the Celtics.
Okay.
Pretty crazy. It's a pretty good, well-rounded deal.
Okay, so at this point, what's the point of trading Drew Holiday? Because Niang is a very similar player on the defensive side of the ball with no offense.
He can shoot.
Okay, maybe.
He's a 3-and-D.
But at this point, you might as well just keep Porzingis and Holiday.
I don't know. I don't
What does
mind
Atlanta
it,
do?
honestly.
It means Atlanta's not going to sign Capella.
It might be the money. Maybe this is just making the money work.
Why does Atlanta give up their first pick?
It's not even their pick. Their pick is with the Spurs.
What is Atlanta doing? They're going to go 41-41 again.
I don't know, man. The NBA is wild, but like it's never boring association, man. There's stars moving all the time.
Every
All the
month
time.
you have at least 3
Dude,
stars.
there's
that get
stars
moved.
getting traded in the middle of the season. Superstars, stars, role players, 1 million draft picks. Like the NBA is wild.
The NBA is fantasy in real life.
It's so
Yeah.
fun. It's the never boring
Literally.
association.
I genuinely think who's that? What is he? The coach or the owner of the LA guy with the jacket and 2 zippers?
Frank with 2 zippers?
Oh,
Michael Jackson?
You know what I'm
no.
talking about?
Yeah, I forget his
Is he
name.
the GM? He's the GM.
Yeah, it's
That
guy who
motherfucker.
looks like Rob Thicke.
Yes.
What's his
yes.
name?
Of who?
What's the,
He's the Lakers. I think he's the Lakers GM.
Yeah. What's his name? Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka.
Oh.
Rob Pelinka wakes
Rob
up
Thicke.
and he puts more attention into his outfits than he does building an actual
Yeah,
cast.
He had a 2-zipper jacket.
Because he knows he's just going to message in a WhatsApp fantasy group and say, hey, should I trade Luka for
Yeah,
AD?
trade AD, yeah.
Are you talking to the fantasy league? No.
And everyone's like,
Really?
absolutely, bro. Who's making that deal? NBA is lit, though. It's a show. Like I said, bunch of supporting characters. And that's what makes the show work.
Yep.
What do we want the Raps to do with the 9th pick?
Draft a big.
Yeah? We need a big.
Patrick Queen.
That's
He's
the linebacker
nice.
for the Steelers. I know who you're talking about, though.
That's his name, isn't it? Derek Queen?
Derek Queen.
He's nice.
I don't know who he plays for, honestly.
Um,
A red team.
I like that one kid. What's
it is a red team.
The Rutgers.
I read that one kid. Hey, from Rutgers. Same kid. Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
Oh, he's fucking.
He looks really nice. I would want the Raptors. They don't actually projected. He's about in the 9th range. He's projected to go from 7 to 10. So the Raps could get him.
He's a point guard, which they don't have one.
No, he's forward.
Oh, is it
He
forward?
plays, I think, 3-4. And he's good. He's really good. I don't know a lot about the draft classes, like I said earlier.
Who's that guy that was on
Duke.
Auburn?
Edgecombe?
Yes. VJ Edgecombe?
Yeah, he's nice.
He's nice too. VJ.
Yeah, he's on Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor. Sorry, he's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Maryland. There we go. It wasn't even a red team.
So Ace Bailey projected to be the 9th pick.
9th pick. And I would say move up. I don't think you have to.
Derek Queen. Yeah, that's his name. Maryland, red team. It's a good draft. It is a good draft.
You know, if it makes you feel better, Michael, one time I saw the Maryland logo when I was doing March Madness, and I called it the Mary Brown team.
The Big Marys.
I took him to the end.
The Big Marylands.
Yeah. I hope the Raps address. We need to get a bigger team.
Yeah, they're probably going to trade Pirtle. Or lose him eventually.
Which I don't mind. I mean, he's interchangeable.
Did we talk about this last week? No, we had Cabby last week. Pirtle project. Oh, it was a rumored trade. Maybe we did talk about it. Pirtle for Kleber and Reeves.
I don't know if we heard that, but I like it.
Don't mind it.
I like
do
it.
it?
I would do it. I think
Austin Reeves is a bucket.
Pirtle's interchangeable. He really is. He's replaceable.
He's a good center.
He's a good center, but I mean, like,
He's starting on most teams.
yeah, but like, I feel like you get the same thing out of like,
He's
DeAndre
10 and
Ayton.
10. He's 10 and 10.
yeah, like you get the same thing out of like DeAndre Drummond kind of thing. Like, I'm not scared to let him walk. Go get something else.
Everybody walks to the beat of their own Drummond. Sorry, their own Andre.
This last conversation kind of talks about a lot of what we were talking about earlier with the NHL Hall of Fame conversation. We talked about it with Cabby and McDavid. Has ring culture ruined sports?
So I put this in here because he was a great NBA player,
He was amazing.
but I don't know if he's on a podcast or started a podcast.
I think he's on a podcast.
We're talking about Gilbert Arenas. I don't think we've mentioned his name yet.
Okay.
He's such an idiot. He just calls out players, and he's just such a
brought
piece
a
of
gun?
shit. Anyways, yeah, he brought a gun. So he mentioned that rings don't matter, and if you've never won a ring and you're an all-time great, people forget about you, which I don't think people forget about Allen Iverson. People aren't going to forget about James Harden if he never wins one. Russell Westbrook if he never wins
Charles
one.
Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Like, he's just an idiot. And then his second point that he brought up is if you're the second option on a championship team, people forget about you. Steph, KD, who's the second option doesn't
Wade
matter.
on LeBron.
Wade.
Kyrie, Kevin
Who's
Love.
the second option on the Raptors when they won? Fred, Siakam, doesn't matter who it is. People don't forget these guys. He's just toxic. He never even went to the finals. He's just a fucking jealous piece of shit. Sorry. I hate this guy.
Ooh, Michael has thrown out the sweaty gauntlet to fight Gilbert Arenas in this arenas.
Sorry, Gilbert, no guns allowed.
He's bringing a gun to a knife fight.
And ironically, the Wizards were named the Bullets at the time. Or before, actually. Maybe before. But they were the Washington Bullets. Probably before. Actually, it was before.
The Washington
Because
Gilberts.
they had that old logo of the Wizard painting.
It was pretty
That was
sick.
the sickest logo in those white jerseys.
But yeah, has ring talk ruined NBA discourse?
I disagree with everything that he said here. I don't think legendary players who never won a ring are going to be forgotten, and I don't think second options get forgotten.
Okay, but let's say Barkley has a ring. Is he from like let's say arguably he's a top 20 player. I'm just ballparking, okay? Does he move up to top 15?
Yes, that's what exactly what I was
Potentially,
going to say. Give Allen Iverson a ring, and he could be a top 10 conversation.
Because the
He's like a
ultimate
top 3 point guard of all time, maybe at that point.
the ultimate goal in any sport is to win. Whether you have 7 MVPs and 0 rings or vice versa, it doesn't matter. The ultimate goal is to win.
Yeah.
And I think what's unique about the NBA, I said it earlier, you can do it with one guy. You can do it with one guy and a lot of good supporting cast.
You can.
Like, the Pacers just went to the finals with Haliburton. Like I said earlier, Jimmy Butler went to the finals with Bam and Tyler Hero. And fucking boom, bong, 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 the bitch.
Close enough.
Butler, too, but
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy Butler brought them all there by himself. Like, this is one sport where you can do it by yourself, and so the ring is that much more important because you have that much more of a chance to
I'll
even
agree
get
with
in the
that. Whereas
finals.
hockey, like McDavid's legacy isn't ruined. Maybe I said it was last week. I don't remember, but because it's a team game,
There's 18
yeah.
you're
players.
changing on the fly. You're not playing 48 minutes of basketball game. You're playing 38 to 40.
Exactly.
Hockey, you're not even playing half the game.
Like, you can win a game, like, even Jokic. You look at Jokic and, like, the guys went back-to-back. I mean, say what you want about Jamal Murray. He's not an A-tier player. He's a B-tier player. He's
So,
great.
Okay, Jokic doesn't have a ring, 3 MVPs. Do we still say he's 1A, 1B?
It's 3 MVPs, though.
Luka doesn't have a ring, or now Shea does. But like, does that affect your view on those players? Does that change your view? Like Jokic loses to, who they beat? Please help me. Who the Nuggets beat in the finals?
Celtics?
Celtics.
Yes, they played the Celtics. If the Celtics win that, do you look at Jokic differently with still 3 MVPs in a decade of basketball?
I think I do still. I mean, like,
I think we'd still look at him as the most gifted center to ever play, but maybe he's not a top 12, top 15, whatever he would be player.
Okay.
it's just, it is, NBA is very unique with this. And like I said earlier, what Gilbert is saying that legendary players get forgotten, it's idiotic. Like, you said it. Allen Iverson is the greatest player to
He's a
never win a
donkey.
ring. And, like, no one's going to forget Allen Iverson. No one's going to forget
No
Chuck.
chance. No chance.
Like, but like with the McDavid thing, he's been to 2 finals and didn't win. That is starting to say something for me a little more. But I understand, because it's hockey, and no one's going out there in a hockey game and scoring 7 goals to win the game.
Yeah, for sure.
You got Jokic going out there scoring 40, and their team wins. That's the way it works in basketball. It's not the same. But I'm with ring culture. I agree.
To an extent. In the NBA, maybe a little more.
Like, it says something when Tom Brady can go like this, put his fucking hand to his forehead, and he has a crown of rings. Like, that says something.
Don't forget about these two.
What if Allen never wins? What if Lamar never wins? What if... Who else is a really good quarterback that hasn't won?
A lot of those guys aren't going to win. That's the crazy thing. Cabby was saying it. Like, Mahomes is going to continue to
Burrow.
eat, and there's some ones who are going to take it. Burrow might not win.
Burrow's been there.
Allen might not win. Lamar might not win. T-Law might not win. Stroud might not win.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, winning championships is the sole... Your ultimate goal is to win
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Boys, I think with that, the NBA has been milk Aussied. As always, it was an unbelievable podcast in the locker room with you.
It was a good one.
Sweaty lads. A little bit of a longer one, but we got heated.
Freaking Gilbert.
We got sweaty.
We got sweaty. It smells like popcorn in here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to watch our podcast, to listen to our sweaty opinions. Make sure you're always liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing everything that we do. The more that you guys are active, the more that we can be reactive to everything that you like. We like making content that you guys like. We love getting sweaty. We love being in this locker room. Let's be honest, us boys are never going to get in another locker room. We wouldn't make it through the tryouts.
Oh, yeah.
2 more interviews lined up.
Biz Dev.
12th day on the 26th of July. Content in the summer all day long. Stay the fuck tuned. And
It's
wear
gonna be a
bug
good
spray,
summer.
Otherwise, you'll look like this.
And make sure through all of it, you stay sweaty.
Stay sweaty.
Stay sweaty.
Take care.
Peace.